back. So my thoughts on the Nintendo Direct, right? I ain't gonna lie, since they announced it, I was so fucking excited about this thing coming out, right? I didn't know that you guys could hear this. So again, I'll start again. Did the Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2, did it live up to the expectations? Absolutely. I was watching so many videos prior to this release about people just, guessing what was going to happen. A lot of the times, these, a lot of these YouTubers, a lot of people I was listening to, I ain't gonna lie, you guys nailed it. I've seen rumors for that Donkey Kong trailer for a week now, and we finally got it right. It's been decades since we got a 3D platformer Donkey Kong game, and I think it looks terrific. And people were expecting a new 3D platformer Mario, but we kind of got Mario Kart and the Mario World all wrapped into one. I feel like for people that feel disappointed, which I don't see many of, right? I feel like you're underestimating just how big this Mario Kart World is gonna be, and the price point of $80 for a digital game. I just know that the features for this game are never gonna end. We've seen support for Mario Kart 8 since the Wii U. Mario Kart is I'm already on the wait list to try to get my hands on Mario Kart. I like the new C button function that brings up like it's Nintendo's own version of this chat. I think for people that like to play with their buddies online, Nintendo never really had a feature that allowed you to kind of do that. I feel like for Xbox and PlayStation, they've had that for generations now. I remember playing Call of Duty with all my cousins in the same party chat since Xbox 360, and I feel like Nintendo never gave us the opportunity to do like a live hangout of that sort. So they're behind, but this is gonna be a great addition to an already great game. People, when you think about Mario Kart, when you think about Super Smash Brothers, when you think about Mario Party, we already associated with just having fun with your friends. So now we get to see their faces while playing these games, right? While in this live chat. Especially the Mario Party one is kind of the one that excites me the most, because as a content creator, we don't have to edit these faces on this video anymore. You know what I'm saying? It kind of does it already for you. Granted, everybody needs a Switch. Everybody needs a camera to go along with it. So I'm not too mad there. And I thought the camera that they were gonna try to sell us, chat, I thought the camera was gonna be at least $100. Turns out it was only $49.99. So I'm not too mad about that, and hopefully it ain't just exclusive to the Nintendo camera. Hopefully you could just attach any USB-C form of camera that links up with USB-C to the Switch and kind of get the same features. So yeah, I think they went with the content creation in mind with the C button and this Discord version of chat and some of these games. So I think that's a super plus on my end. So Mario Kart World is a 10 out of 10 in my book already. And one thing that I also appreciated is that they actually showed you that the lag in the smaller screens. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not perfect. It's not a perfect feature yet. Them demonstrating this is just kind of setting the expectations. Like, this is kind of hard to pull off. I feel like everybody's streaming, playing there's 5 different things going on top of a screen. So I can see where it can get glitchy. But I like that they showed it to us nonetheless. And the fact that you could play, everybody could be playing a different game and just chilling online, bro. That is so fucking cool. The mouse function is cool, and I'm glad they showed it with the Metroid. First, wait. This is the only thing I probably had an issue with, right? This thing, the Nintendo Switch Welcome Tour, right? Automatically thought of Astrobot and the PlayStation, right? How that came about. Kind of to teach you the functions of the PlayStation 5 or whatever. So immediately thought of that. But then, you know, because I immediately associated that, I thought that came on my PlayStation for free. And Nintendo want to charge me to learn more about the Nintendo Switch 2, you know, and I think this is definitely a game that should come for free. I like they can't if they charge you more than $40, that is highway robbery. And this is I'm the biggest Nintendo fan, and I'm telling you that. So Nintendo, this game better be like $10, $15, man, $4.99 if you really love us. But if it's anything more than $30, bro, then I don't know what kind of sales you're expecting from that, you know. But I'm granted it's Nintendo, people are gonna buy it, so it is what it is. But that was I was very disappointed in hearing that you got to pay for this. Okay, the Switch 2 edition games, I'm interested. You know, obviously, I'm definitely gonna try to play Breath of the Wild again. It's been a while since I played Breath of the Wild from beginning to end. And as great as it looks on the Switch 2 edition, I definitely want to get through that. The Jamboree TV, I don't see myself using a lot of the functions of some of these new mini games, like the voice one, especially. I mean, maybe it just all depends on who's playing with me, right? Like, if I'm sitting together in the same room with everybody, I don't know how much I want to use the function, the speaking function to play a mini game and stuff like that. I kind of just want to use the controls. That's kind of how I feel about it. But I think it's fun that, like I said before, you can kind of see yourself in these games. It kind of is like when you go to the arcade and then put your face on the Mario Kart characters that you play. That's what it reminds me of. But now you can do it from home, which is cool. For people complaining about specs, bro, the only game that I hear the specs things, the specs debate about that I think makes sense is Pokemon. Just cause we know that Pokemon's eaten, and just the game just should look better. Like especially after the issues we've seen from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I enjoyed the game, but it was glitchy. You know, stuff like that should not happen for games as big as the Pokemon franchise. I'm sorry, but Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Odyssey, these are beautiful games. I don't need to run any of those in 4K. No issues for me on the spec side of the Switch 2. I'm probably gonna be playing my handheld, the handheld in handheld mode most of the time. So yeah, Kirby: The Forgotten Land. Kirby, I have an issue with Kirby, bro. Like Kirby. Why Kirby Air Riders? Why Kirby Air Riders, Sakurai? We seen that, you know, the creator or the director of Super Smash Brothers, he tweeted he's working on a game, and we finally find out during this presentation that is Kirby Air Riders. And that kind of pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't play the GameCube version. I don't even know what the hell it's about, but I'm not looking forward to it. This, on the other hand, with the mouse functions, it reminds me of when this came out for the Wii, Metroid Prime, and you had a point and shoot with the Wii remotes. So it only makes sense that if they want to introduce more shooters to Nintendo, that they would start with their very own Metroid, just like they did with the Wii. Yeah. But yeah, Pokemon gotta look better than this, bro. It gotta even, like, why are they still moving like this? We should get full on Elden Ring level battles in Pokemon by now, bro. Like, imagine that. That's what we should get. Full Elden Ring fights with fucking Charizard versus Mewtwo or some shit. That's the kind of stuff that we need from Pokemon. All the money I spend in Pokemon, bro. Come on. Every generation I'm buying fucking, I got every game, bro. You know, I played a lot of the Kirby games. It's not an issue with Kirby. One, I don't think their games are that compelling. Like when I play them, they're actually pretty easy. And the last thing that I'll touch on, y'all. The last thing I want to touch on. We finally got it, chat. We finally got the GameCube to play on our Switches, man. On the Switch 2. I'm excited about this. Have I heard of emulation before? Absolutely. I don't want to download those shits. Some of these files are humongous. I want to be able to play it legit from my Nintendo console. I never played the Wind Waker, so this is exciting to me, so I can play it. And I seen Pokemon Coliseum on there, Pokemon Gale of Darkness. You know, we seen the next one that they're gonna show, Soul Calibur 2. One of my favorite fighting games of all time, bro. I actually went to a gaming store last week looking for this shit, bro. Because I have a GameCube, you know. And Link was my favorite to play with. I think he's unstoppable in this game, bro. I'm not going to lie. But okay, I just wanted to give a quick little rant about Nintendo, man. That's it. Since it came out, you know, quick little rant about it. So let's get into the chapters.